Madam Chaplain, will you please open the Bible? Thank you. I would like to once again introduce our national rep, past national president Sandy Messenger, for remarks.
Greetings on behalf of VFW Auxiliary National President Lois Callahan and all of her national lineup, to which you proudly have Sandra Uzell. National President Lois wants to commend every single auxiliary member on the truly wonderful work you have done this year by being the lighthouse in someone's storm for our veterans, service members, their families, and communities. Now they gave me 22 pages of notes. I'm not getting into heaven for that one. I definitely have shortened these, but there's things I have to touch on. National President Lois Callahan's special project to raise money to increase the awards for continuing education scholarship is doing great. And we all know that those scholarships benefit all our members. To date, the national headquarters has received and forwarded more than $90,000. If we can get to the $100,000 mark, we can raise each conference award by $1,000. She really wants to thank each and every one of you that have donated and the auxiliaries and districts and departments that have participated in her project. Under Malta Resources, you can see the resolutions that are going to be brought up on Tuesday morning at the National Convention. It's your one opportunity to have your voice on whether we move forward with these resolutions when you go to the microphone. If you're passionate for it, you have the right to go to the microphone. If you're passionate against it, you have the right to go to the microphone. You go to the microphone, you state you are a delegate from which auxiliary and which department, and then you go for it. I'm to encourage members to add their email addresses to the Malta profile. We've been asking you to do this for at least 6 years. So by now I'm pretty sure Ohio's got it together and you all have it done. But it's the way that you can get our communications from National the quickest. If you're signed up, you'll get the auxiliary e-newsletter and you'll get any important news or updates. Just yesterday morning we sat here and your department secretary came forward and said, I just received this. It actually went out. So please email info@vfwauxiliary.org to send us auxiliaries in action. Let's say you're very proud of something your auxiliary has done, or maybe has done in the past for Throwback Thursdays. Please send it to info@vfwauxiliary.org, and there's a good chance that they're going to use it. National President Lois would like to remind everyone that our membership year does not close until June 30th. Ohio is doing amazing, as is stated that they're #1 in the Big Ten Conference. But the party's not over until June 30th. So I'm sure I've heard a couple of conversations here this weekend that when they go home, they have 2 that for your membership chairman. Please do that for your department. And please do it for our national organization. The National Convention is July 25th through 29th in Reno, Nevada. Anyone who has pre-registered by May 31st may pick up the registration packet at the El Dorado Hotel from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday, July 24th. Those of you that have not pre-registered but are planning to attend the National Convention will be able to pick up your materials at registration beginning at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning, July 25th. The VFW store will be cashless this year. Everywhere you go, people don't want your money. They want your plastic. So if you plan on purchasing things individually for your auxiliary or your district, please be sure and have a card because that's what you're going to need. There's a few items that they put in the store. If you are really serious, like you want a shirt or something like that, you have to be there right when they open at 8 o'clock in the morning because there are certain items that get picked up quickest, okay? So if you know what you're looking for is a hot item, please be there. Tuesday, July 28th, 2026 is when we will be voting on those bylaws and rituals. And then Wednesday, July 29th, we will elect and install our new national line officers. Thursday, July 30th, 2026, we will hold a National Council of Administration meeting in the morning, and in the evening, Pennsylvania will host a celebration for incoming national president Donna, I call her Donna K. Mills, but this is Donna Mills. Look for information on our website. Be sure to look for Donna's national program book, which you will receive at the National Convention if you have pre-registered or if you registered there. We will again team up with the VFW to have a joint mobile app. So if anything changes in the location of something that has been printed or sent out, that you're going to be here, and at the last minute they have a change, it'll be on the app. The budget for the 26-27 year will be voted on at the post-convention council meeting. So that's when the new officers come in, they vote on their own new budget. National headquarters has been researching whether a legacy life membership program should be available. This has been in the works since I was national president in 2020. Hank from the VFW store first came to talk to us. We were so excited, but we also have VFW auxiliary members that want to have everything the VFW has, and frankly, that's never going to happen. It is going to come to a vote at the first council meeting of the year, and I'm going to get right back to you after I go through these notes they sent me because I have the life legacy information I'm going to read to you. The mid-year conference is an all-inclusive resort. It's called the Majestic Mirage in Punta Cana from February 2nd to the 7th, 2027. And some of you will say, well, we've already been to the Majestic. Yep. Majestic has 3 locations and they're side by side by side. Oh. But you can't go from one to the other. Okay. They will hold a National District Council meeting on February 3rd, and should an individual from this department be elected as a National District Council member, they will be expected to attend, and who previously, before attending, get your consensus if there's a vote coming up, because they don't vote their own vote, they vote your vote. As a reminder, the mall is going to be shut down on July 1st and will reopen July 8th. They say this every year. They tell you it's going to take a week, and let me tell you, usually they're pretty speedy and it's less than that week. So it's something that has to be done each year to clear and start fresh. Please remember to follow the chain of command, and this is addressed in our bylaws. However, many members don't want to go to local chains and go directly to the national organization. And guess what they do at national headquarters? They immediately send it back to the department. So there's no shortcuts. We have our chain of command for a reason. I want to talk about you. I'm going to keep that there. Okay. Cessation means stopping of printing and mailing VFW Auxiliary annual membership cards. The VFW Auxiliary 2026-2027 national budget is being configured with the discontinuation of printing and mailing annual membership cards. Annually, the VFW Auxiliary spends around $95,000 printing and mailing those membership cards. With the advances in technology, VFW Auxiliary members may access their membership card electronically in Malta via an app on their smartphone, or they save their VFW Auxiliary membership card to either their Apple Wallet or Google Wallet if you have an Android. Members who require a printed card may access their membership profile by logging into Malta via the VFW Auxiliary website. Here, members may print it out in paper form, and then you either could laminate that or something, but carry that paper one in your wallet. I will tell you, I have a plastic life membership if you're a life, not plastic. I have a metal life membership card. If you're a life member, you have to pay $10 to get that metal card, and it isn't going anywhere ever. Department, district, and auxiliary presidents, secretaries, and treasurers also have the ability to print a paper version if you do not have access to a computer. And let's face it, there are individuals in our organization that don't own a smartphone, don't own a computer. So instead of giving them that grumbling face, well, why don't you? Step up and please help. Legacy Life membership. Terms and conditions. It's $1,000 investment. Oh, sugar booger. I just learned something. Should have read this first. It's $1,000 investment, and it must be paid in full. When we first discussed it, and even at last year's council meeting, we were going to be able to make installments. It's $1,000, must be paid in full. You will get a life legacy card. You may pay by check or money order processed by your auxiliary or with a credit card online via Malta. Must be a current life member of the VFW Auxiliary. An annual endowment will begin after legacy membership has been established for at least one calendar year as of December 31st and will continue for a period of 20 years after death. So I'm going to buy a life membership. I am going to buy a life legacy, and it's not going to become even important to them until December 31st. Then they're going to wait a year from December 31st before they start paying my auxiliary back money for me being a legacy member. That's what you're doing. You're assuring for 20 years that you're giving back to your auxiliary. This will last for 20 years after your death. The endowment will follow the member as they transfer their membership. So if I come to Ohio, it's going to follow a legacy member. You're a legacy member. Right now, if you're a life member and you get disgruntled or asked to go away or whatever, you get a portion thereof back. You're not going to get any of this back. You will get a life legacy card, a lapel pin, a legacy life certificate, a legacy challenge coin, member recognition on Malta, 10% VFW store discount, and that's only for you to use. So I have a habit of going and buying from my auxiliary. Very few of my auxiliary, I'm sorry. Our national, the auxiliary gets $10, the department gets $10, and national gets $10 for midlife class. If I confuse you, I try. Okay, I have to talk to you about the national banquet. Many of us in the room remember when we would go to the national banquet, and it was when our department president would receive her either outstanding president or president of the year or that type of stuff. That all changed. When they brought the Circle of Excellence, that all changed. So the VFW decided about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, they weren't going to hold banquets because they weren't well attended. Well, last year they brought it back for the first year. And last year it cost $125 to go to that banquet. How many of you pay $125 to eat a meal just yourself? No. Raise your hand, I want to see you because I'm going out with you. Truthfully, that's what they ask you to pay a year. Well, this year, they understood last year they didn't have good attendance, so they took it down to 100. Oh. Yeah, they did. And this is when your department president and the VFW White Hat Awards, the VFW Awards, will be given at this banquet. Our auxiliary still recognizes our Circle of Excellence within our proceedings also. But the banquet will take place in the Reno Ballroom across from the Silver Legacy Resort and Casino. It's 401 North Center Street, Reno. The banquet will be Sunday evenings at 6:30 p.m. and those doors will not open until 6, no matter if you get there early or not. There will be no cocktail hour. Guests are encouraged to arrive on time. Once you're inside the building, oh sure, you can go get that drink. How can tickets be purchased? Tickets will be available for purchase through the bfw.org/convention link, and I believe they came out the 1st of April. I know I purchased mine the 1st of April. Reservations are still available. Full tables can be purchased for $1,000, which means 10 people. What is included in the program? Distinguished awards, Teacher of the Year, and Voice of Democracy. Is there a dress code, cocktail, or semi-formal attire is recommended? And gentlemen, if you come that way, I'm going to snap your picture. Tickets can only be picked up at convention registration located in the convention center. Convention Center 2 to 3 p.m. on Saturday and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. And that's about the banquet. Now back to you. I want to tell you I love coming to Ohio. You as members need to know that when a national rep comes, we're watching you, we're trying to learn from you, and sometimes we take things back home with us that we see as really executed well in your department. I attended officers, district president, and chairman meetings the very first day I arrived. And one of the things that impressed me the most was that your department president, it's probably been going on for years, but I have been here for years, brought in the senior vice president, and when they went down the list from the district, the current president, talking about things they noticed in their district, the senior vice was asked to write those down, those auxiliaries, aware of what has been noticed already in those auxiliaries. So they're going to put them as a priority to get in there at the beginning of the year so that if things aren't fixed, mentoring teams can go in and do their very best to help save them. You don't want to get into a troubled auxiliary 6 months into the year because you've lost. it needs to be on it right away. So I was impressed that that kind of information was shared, and those meetings ran very effectively. Your council administration kind of took me off guard. I was talking to Tracy and Diana because lickety split, you were done. You're all invited to come to Michigan for a council administration meeting, but you better plan on sitting in your seat for a little while, because we do all our business, and we do it every time we have a council. We go through the budget, we go through the hospital report, we go through everything. So, excellent CMA meeting. And I believe that you have held a crowd, Madam President, and that's hard to do, especially in a setting like this. I mean, look at this body. I could be at a pool. Not. You have held the crowd. So I'm proud of each and every one of you that have sat here and shared in the joy. I will tell you, the very first time I come to Ohio was Jan Mary's, and I was introduced to the cheer section and how loud Ohio is. That's the only thing I would say you might want to work on. Open it up. Just a little bit. You know those individuals in the different room, are they that way or that way?
They're this way.
That way. Make them not be able to hear themselves because you guys rock. Madam President, for those of you that wasn't here during her council meeting, I gave her a love gift yesterday for her special project. And I temporarily bought a hat, gave a hat because she looks better in it. For her wonderful project. Ohio, continue to be Ohio. You're amazing.
Okay, so now it's my turn to give some remarks, and then we're going to go into the rest of our elections. I look around this room today, and I see so many faces that have been etched in my heart forever. These last 5 years, we have overcome so much together as an auxiliary family. And I am grateful for everyone in this room. You have given me gifts that I will cherish for a lifetime. And you have taught me so much about myself and helped me grow as a human being and as a leader. To my auxiliary, I would like to say thank you for your constant support the last 10 years. So that covers a couple auxiliaries, because I switched there for a little bit. If I had an idea or wanted to try something, we all did it together. And I hope that you guys do also, that you work together in your auxiliary. Unfortunately, Shannon's not here right now, so I'll have to tell her later. Kind word and always having my back. She has gone above and beyond to help me live this dream. To my district, District 8, when I started this journey through the department line, you have helped, loved, and supported me the whole way. I am looking forward to coming home and getting involved again in District 8. And I already have. I'm starting to go through their line there as junior vice. To my line officers, I cannot wait to watch you all shine and to see how you keep this district moving into the future. To all you auxiliary members in Ohio, thank you for the honor of serving this department and being a member of Ohio. Always remember who you are and why you joined. Because we didn't join for ourselves. We joined for who's on the other side of that wall and all the ones that are out there that aren't eligible for the other side of that wall. All of our veterans. And try not to let personality differences make you quit or get you down, because you all have got this. And I'm proud of each and every one of you. So you guys keep up the good work that you have done for the rest of the time that you're a member, and support each other. Okay, I'm gonna quit.
Madam President, Kathy Corral, your senior vice, from me and the rest of the line, we want to congratulate you on a great summer conference or convention. We thank you for everything you've taught us. We appreciate you sticking around a little bit afterwards for those of us that need you once in a while. And we just want to say thanks and have a great time back in 8. Yes. Get the past.
Madam President, I had to remember where I was. I get lost easily. As behalf of your council, I would like to congratulate you on a great meeting. Do I need to do PDPs too, or do you guys do that? No? Good, you guys do that. Congratulations, it was a great meeting. You did a great job. You had a great year. It was amazing to see what you were able to do.
All right. We need to have the credentials committee come up to give the voting strengths. And then the next business, we will finish our elections for the day.